don't love, living in homes we hate, fighting for causes we don't believe in, and all we have to do to make one decision, to do one thing, get up and move. Don't just think about it. Move. Move from what you have to what you want. Wish I could tell you more, but we've got to go. My name is Kojo Jackson, and I'm just one move away from my destiny. Good morning, Garafo.
Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Nkiligi FM Bole, Bewa Radio Yendi, Might FM Tamale, and ATL FM Cape Coast. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin says there's no procedure in Parliament to enable the House comply with the Supreme Court's order to expunge the name of James Gyakye Quayson from its records.
No procedure has been laid down by any rules of practice of the House to comply with this new development of an order on a declaratory judgment. But this is the first time, and our rules don't have any procedure laid out.
We have details as he urges members to come up with ideas. Also today on Ghana's Schools of Shame, we'll tell you why children in the Tatali district of the northern region are pleading for furniture.
After sitting on stones and blocks for long hours, you start to develop sores on your buttocks because the surface is quite rough.
In business,
government sends proposal on restructuring of external debt to official creditors, a move that will help with implementation of 3-year IMF bailout program. Details on the Joy Business Report.
Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School becomes the first girls' school from the Western region to book a place in the Nationals as they topple rivals Ahantaman Girls Senior High School.
Archbishop Porter Girls.
-4 meters per second.
That
I am Mami Nyamiche Thompson. Details shortly. And this morning, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin says there's currently no procedure in the rules of Parliament to enable it to comply with a recent Supreme Court judgment directing it to expunge James Gyakye Quayson from its records. According to the Speaker, the leadership and the entire House has to assist him in finding out how to comply with the order of the Apex Court.
Parliament will have to dispassionately consider the next course of action. That is, how to comply with the order of the Supreme Court, I quote, to expunge the name of James Gyakye Quayson as a member of Parliament for Assin North constituency, unquote. The House is to decide on the procedure to do so, not the Speaker. I count on your good judgment in this matter. I'm, however, enjoined by the standing orders of Parliament to make provision as I deem fit, since no procedure has been laid down by any rules of practice of the House to comply with this new development of an order on a declaratory judgment. But this is the first time, and our rules don't have any procedure laid out on how it should be done by Parliament.
Yes, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin. Meanwhile, Deputy Ranking Member on the Communications Committee, Sam George, says the official SIM card of the Speaker of Parliament registered in the name of Parliament has been deactivated despite it being fully registered, according to the MP. This exposes the flaws in the current blockage of SIM cards by the NCA.
We should have had this briefing today, if possible, because we are talking about over 8 million SIM cards that have been disconnected, including even the SIM card of the Speaker of Parliament, not the Deputy, but the Speaker of Parliament himself. His official SIM card was disconnected, even though it was registered in the name of Parliament of Ghana. We have judges, we have lawyers, we have doctors, MPs whose SIM cards were disconnected.
Member of Parliament Sam George. Now, the Electoral Commission of Ghana says Claims by the National Communication Officer of the National Democratic Congress, Sammy Jainfi, that the Commission is conspiring with the ruling New Patriotic Party to sneak in an unregistered voter is false. In a strongly worded statement by the Commission, the EC said the comments by the NDC spokesperson smack of immaturity and lack of decorum. My colleague Joseph Akable joins me in studio with more details. Joseph, what's contained in the statement?
So according to the Electoral Management Body, it is committed to conducting transparent, peaceful and credible elections, and therefore the general public should disregard the allegation by the NDC Sammy Jainfi. The statement further clarified that any individual wishing to contest in a particular constituency can't go ahead and do so without having to be a voter in that particular constituency. This, the EC says, is in consonance with Article 94 of the 1992 Constitution, and therefore the NDC spokesperson must desist from such allegations.
Thank you, Joseph. President Akufo-Addo is admitting to difficulties in controlling the influx of refugees fleeing the conflict in neighboring Burkina Faso to Ghana. More worrying for him is the admission that some of the terrorists operating in the region may have entered the country already. Interacting with foreign ministers from Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg, the president said maintaining a grip on the situation remains priority.
Menace that is confronting our countries. It is a major security priority for us to make sure that we can prevent the outbreak and the occurrence of incidents of terrorism in Ghana, and also to cooperate with our neighbors to find a way of driving them out of our region.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Boundary Commission is optimistic a long-standing maritime dispute between Ghana and Togo, when resolved, will help expedite utilization of potential resources in the Keta Basin. Speaking at the Ministry of Information ahead of African Border Day today, National Coordinator and Major General Emmanuel Kotia says negotiations are ongoing with a positive outcome expected.
Then we are hoping that once this is resolved, the Keta Basin, which is very close to the international maritime boundary, would be open up to investors for oil and what have you, and other activities, and even the fisher folk in that area. So once that is not resolved, we know that investors are waiting.
You had Major General Emmanuel Kotia. Now, due to the lack of furniture, 3 to 4 children are forced to share a desk that is only meant to hold 2. Alternatively, they must crouch, kneel, sit on stones or lie down to learn. In the final episode of Season 2 of Ghana's Schools of Shame, Georgia Kobina visited the Christian Heritage School in the Tatale district of the Northern Region and reports that the children are desperate for furniture.
Rainy season. Rainy season. Rainy season.
The Christian Heritage School in the Tatale district of the Northern Region has inadequate furniture, so the children sit on stones and blocks to study. Some of the children simply lie down if they start to feel uncomfortable. They become playful, dirty, and sometimes occasionally nod off on the bare floor. Research from the Ghana Education Service in the Northern Region shows only 33.6% of children at the kindergarten level have school furniture. The data also shows that 56% of primary school children do not have furniture. It is almost the norm to be without school furniture.
For kindergarten enrollment currently stands at 881, and of that number we have 52,643, and that gives us a 33.6%. So in total, about 104,238 children are currently either perching with somebody or sitting on the ground.
The total furniture deficit in the Northern Region alone stands at 321,116. Olivia Chemame is in her early teens. She is unwilling to sit on the bare floor at this point in her adolescence. She wants the government to stock her school with enough furniture.
After sitting on stones and blocks for long hours, you start to develop sores on your buttocks because the surface is quite rough.
To the National Science and Maths Quiz, Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School have secured a resounding victory as they bury rivals Andaman Girls Senior High School at the regional qualifiers. Michael Ashali has more.
Archbishop Porter Girls SHS showcased their dominance and left no room for Ahantaman Girls SHS to exact revenge. It was a charged atmosphere at the Nat Hall. From the very beginning, Archbishop Porter Girls SHS demonstrated their prowess, earning a significant lead in the first round. Ahantaman Girls SHS fought hard to keep up, but found themselves trailing behind.
Yes, Ahantaman. That is correct.
As the competition progressed, the ladies of substance widened the gap between themselves and their contenders.
Archbishop Porter Girls.
-4 meters per second.
That is correct.
And they showed no sign of slowing down.
Congratulations to you, Archbishop Porter Girls. You won, and you won convincingly. In fact, Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School has scored the highest so far in the Western region.
For Joy News, Michael Ashale.
And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin indicates there's no procedure in Parliament to enable the House comply with the Supreme Court's order to expunge the name of James Judge Equation from its records. There's more coming up on the Super Morning Show. Please stay tuned.